a lot of those who give the adhan may make mistakes. And some of these mistakes are done by Arabs. So in order to avoid these mistakes, some of them when they say Allahu Akbar, they say it with a question form. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. This is a question form in Arabic, as if you're saying, is Allah the greatest? Is. And this is totally invalidates the adhan. And someone would also say, Allahu Akbar. And this means, in Arabic, Allah is a drum. A'udhu billah. Ta'ala Allahu amma yaqulun. And this is also impermissible. And for Arabs, this is totally haram and not accepted or valid. Unfortunately, it's being done even by some of the Arabs who do not know how to say it. And some would insert a letter. So instead of saying Allahu Akbar, they pause and say Allahu wa Akbar. And this is also totally wrong and invalidates the adhan or the iqamah. Now, it is worth noting that after the adhan we have the dua, after sending the salutation upon the Prophet ﷺ. What do we have after iqamah? Nothing. Some people say the same dua after the iqamah. This is wrong. There is no dua after the iqamah. And what should I do if I hear 7 or 8 masjids around me calling the adhan? It is not logical to repeat behind each one of them saying Allahu Akbar 2 times, 6 times, 10 times. This is not logical. Pick one and follow through till the end of the adhan, and this is the best for you. If I'm traveling, should I give the adhan? The answer is yes. The adhan is also recommended for those traveling, although we are in the open area, not in a masjid. But this is according to the hadith of Malik ibn al-Huwayrith, may Allah be pleased with him, that the Prophet ordered them when they're traveling to call for the adhan. Women are not supposed to give adhan or iqamah because their voices are not to be announced, and they're not ordered to pray in congregation either. But if a woman among her peers in an excluded place where there are no men who can hear them would like to call the adhan and the iqamah, there is nothing wrong in that, inshaAllah. What happens if we were to combine between prayers? So I'm a traveler. The sunnah is that you give 1 adhan and 2 iqamas, 1 for each prayer. This was done in both Arafah and Muzdalifah, and it's still going on in Hajj season according to the hadith where the Prophet did this, alayhi salatu wasalam, the hadith of Jabir ibn Abdullah. Now, is the one who gave the adhan obliged to give the iqamah? No, this is the sunnah. But if someone else stands up to give the iqamah, then there's no problem in that. What about if I hear the adhan from the radio or it's being recorded? Well, if it is live, meaning if I'm in London and I listen to the radio live broadcasting the adhan from Mecca, difference of 3 hours, no problem, I can repeat because this is live. But if it's pre-recorded, then this is not permissible for me to repeat because this is not a form of ibadah that is actually happening. And what's happening in some Islamic countries, unfortunately, where they unify the adhan in the whole country and broadcast it at the same time by a pre-recorded adhan, this is totally prohibited and invalid. If the adhan is being called live by one individual in a place and this adhan is being telecasted throughout the loudspeakers in the masjids of the whole city, that's totally fine and you can repeat behind that, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.